That. I should probably put my microphone down, huh? How's everybody doing today? Everybody's doing pretty good. Gonna make sure to bring up everything here. Bitrate looking fine. Ideally. Why? Oh, that. There we go. Just making sure everything's working out nicely before we start painting. Okay, looking like it. Hello chat, let me start the music. Simply play the classic Ideal OST because I fuck with it. Alright, hello. Okay, so today we're gonna keep working on my Furnace Marines. Not my Furnace Marines, my Heavy Intercessor Space Marines. It has been a while since I last painted. I really wanted to. So I think that is the goal for today. I think what I want to do is I want to paint some parts I can get to. Do some cleanup. I gotta figure out what I want to paint for here. I think I wanted to paint this metallic. Because it looks like that's supposed to be metallic. Clean up some stuff around here. And do some general fine lining. So I think that is the goal today. I want to finish this model as much as I can. So yeah, that is the strat. That is the strat for today. Okay, so first things first. I moved to the camera a little bit today, so we got that. I think the very first thing I want to do is just clean up a little bit of green. So we're going to grab some of our green skin. We're also going to grab some of our highlight color mood, because I want to do some highlights here. But I think first we'll do the green skin. Okay, green screen. Fuck, man, I really gotta switch over to war paints more. I really love their bottles. I also gotta like change out my palette. It's like I know it's dirty. Cool. Oh, my bad. Sorry, chat, for shaking you up. I really should have like representation of chat, but I don't really know what I would represent chat as. Another Cambrian creature, maybe? Could be cool. Alright. Get the paint. And then off to the side there. Just check it. Maybe not sure. We'll give it a shot. We'll test it here. Get that covered nicely. What's the first thing I want to clean up? I want to clean up some bit of helmet here. Hello, Hobbleclaw. How's it going? Hope you've been doing well. A pretty late stream, even though I'm usually streaming pretty late. I want to stream a lot earlier. That's something I've been trying to do, but I don't know. I wanted to stream for my birthday yesterday, but I never got the chance to. The time just flew by. Just doing some miniature painting tonight. Whoa! Shit! Oh my god, I dropped my brush. Oh my god, I scared myself. I am very easily scared. Well, I guess I just got paint on my table now. Which doesn't really bother me that much. I am very, very easily scared. Which is why I don't particularly do well with horror movies. Even though I want to watch more horror movies. Occupational hazard, yeah. I'm a very clumsy person. I think this top highlight looks pretty good. If I do say so myself. Especially around here. I really fuck with it. Now, just to find out the other person to be repainted with the base color. You missed the nails for me, so you should get here. That's very true. I am a big stuffed animal advocate. I have stuffed animals. There's one that's always on my bed every night that one of my friends won for me at a claw machine because I sucked so ass at the claw machine. And it's a little white unicorn with like a pink mane. And I love having it on my bed every night. It just sits on my bed really, but still. Oh, yeah, actually, no, not here. Is it here? No. I don't think so, at least. Anyway, some of my models, some of my these like reliquary things, not a reliquary, these purity seals. Some of them fell off my other models, and so I'm like, oh shit. So I'm gonna have to cement that back on the other models, which sucks, but it's something I gotta do. Oh, I ate that movie and I just give that readers really true. Sorry about the ads. I believe I turned off the ads. Slow as I could. Sorry about the ads. I turned them down to the lowest frequency possible. It's only 30 seconds an hour, except, you know, there is pre-rolls, so I thought, why am I having 3 ads an hour and punishing the people that do watch me? Then rather than just, you know, reward that by not having ads. So, apologize for that. You hopefully shouldn't get another. Nothing much, nothing missed. Just figuring out the spots I need to repaint. And repainting those. I did paint this brown before. I want to do some highlights here today, I think. Again, I don't really know what color I want to paint this because I don't want it to blend too much with this. I could do a brass. I did paint the handle of this gun brown here, but I'm not sure if I'm sold on it. Really not sure. I'm not sure about the. I just don't know what color I'd paint it yet, because I can't keep it black, because that'll look unpainted. I feel like a gray would look too weird. Low-key, I love high fantasy games, or like genre, where there's like elves and magic and dwarves and fantasy and crystals and magic and all that shit. I always love those things. I think they're really, really interesting. Even though it might be the same monotonous genre, I don't know, whatever. I think they're always interesting. You know, kind of games like, I guess kind of Genshin in a way, even though I never really played Genshin. Or like Palia. Ever played that? Palia's a good game. I have a friend who really loves Palia. Just some chill vibes. Just some chill times today. I ate more of my cake. Still have a lot of the cake left over. Been slow goings, but I don't want it to dry out too much, so should eat that soon. There's a highlight area I'm missing here. Oh no. Low-key, I've been thinking I should watch Game of Thrones. I've never watched it, but I've been getting YouTube shorts of it. It looks pretty cool. I'm gonna do some highlights. We're gonna do some highlights, then we're gonna do some black, and then I think we're gonna see what else is there. Maybe some metallics. Metallics are definitely on the menu today. Wait, is my ads not set to the right? Hold on. No. What? Okay, I was trying to figure out this ad manager thing, but I think we're just fine. Okay. Cool. Okay, sorry, I was just checking something. Let's get back to it. Let's grab my wet palette here. I always like to see how my paint palette, not my paint palette, sorry, the, what's the word? My water, thing, like where I wash my brush, how it evolves over time. Because, like, right now, I'll show you guys in a set right now. This is what my water looks like after only using green paint. It's pretty, like, opaque, right? You can still see it. But then if I just, like, you know, brush this off. It's very, I like the shifts with all the paint. It's very, mystical. Especially with these colors. Okay. I'm gonna try a highlight. I might have to move my phone over more, because I keep going to the right of the screen. There we go. Alright, so let's keep doing this. I might have to water down this highlight a little bit. We'll keep going. I want to do the highlight underneath the shin here. Okay. Just gonna be very, very careful. Okay, I know that highlight's really big here, but we'll fix it up later. Just want to get the main thing on. I want to fix up the shoe highlight here too. There we go. Look at that. Much cleaner. Every time I stream painting, I always forget how much I love it. It is so enjoyable and relaxing, even though I do such a slow process. It's just nice to sit back and relax. Paint a bit. See, I did the highlights on the bottom part of the shoe here, but not there yet. So I gotta do that. We're gonna try that. I just want to be very, very careful. I want to try edge of brush. So we're gonna try that. Holy shit, look at this. Look how subtle that is. Beautiful. Edge of brush technique really works if you can get the angle right. Though that, admittedly, is very difficult. Skill, thank you. Because of all the intricate pieces getting in the way. Look at that. Oh, it's not fully done yet. So let me wrap it up. Before I praise myself. Okay, not the perfect at the end, but look at that. That little shoe. That looks pretty damn good. I want to do a shoe outline, so we're going to do that next. I want to outline of the shoe. Maybe this is gonna look horrible though. Wow, that looks ass. Holy shit, I know I fumbled it on this side. But even then it looks so stubby. This is just, it's gonna be purely one color. There's no way around it. What if I highlight like maybe I'm highlighting the wrong thing. Like that. I mean, it's kind of like the edge of the shoe piece, but can't really do it on the other side. What if I just do this? Hold on. I'm gonna do potentially a 300 IQ technique. Be prepared to have your minds blown. Okay, I already fucked it up. Okay. Okay, that was the worst thing I have ever done. My goal here was to make a little... I should have done a horizontal little line like this. And then make it very thin, but only here. Only here. And it would be curved. So I made it way too fat. We're gonna have to cover it over the base layer. But that's the plan. But I think maybe I'll just leave it for now and I'll move on. There's some base layer things you need to cover. Cool. I guess if I'm already doing base color, why not just cover up the mistakes I just made? Cool. Alright. Well, I'm gonna drop my brush again. Oh my god. What is with me today? Also, I need to turn off like this ad manager because it looks like it keeps turning off, like turning on ads. I don't know what that. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so what next? I wanted to do some black I need to cover up here, and I want to do that. Because I don't really care as much to do that. Maybe I'll try little highlights on the inner part here that I want to do. Let's try that next. So we're going to do that. So we're going to be very, very, very careful here. Or maybe we'll do the edge of brush technique here. Maybe a little bit too much, but it's something. I don't really think I need to put it on the other side because it's so invisible. I think we'll be fine. Okay, cool. So I feel like the helmet is pretty much done. For like, the highlighted base coat. I still need to do the eye. Not the eye, the lenses, I should say. Oh yeah, I wanted to cover, I did some accidental hydrate. Thank you. Accidental metallic splooge here last time I did the metallics. I want to cover that up. By the way, Hoverclaw, I was actually lurking for a large part of the stream. Just sometimes I'm unable to chat, but I was tuned in for a large part of it. Usually I try to send like emotes when I'm lurking someone every so often. You gotta let that dry first. Alright. Yeah, of course. Okay. So, let's grab some black. Here's my Abaddon black. Here's my Abaddon black. This is why I hate that all this dried fucking paint gets all stuck in this edge here. Like all this black paint seeps like into here, this like all the paint here, and then it makes it like hard to seal these shut. It's so annoying. You're definitely entertaining enough. Don't get me wrong. You're very funny. I'm not just saying that. I genuinely enjoy your streams. It's also just hard to be discovered as a new streamer, to be fair. Not everyone, I try to be that weirdo who is, like, really dedicated to, like, multiple chats. Who, like, you know, lurks and watches and chats all the time. Like, be that one person who's watching. And I like being that person. I like being that person because I get to make a stream more enjoyable for both myself and the person streaming. But I'm a fucking, nerd like that. So I know that's not everybody. So hopefully I have that one dedicated chatter eventually. But I appreciate you tuning in and chatting and keeping me company while I paint. But yeah, okay, cool. So I got the black. I need to actually water this down. So just put water on my brush, and then I just move my brush around on the paint to help dilute it. Because I want it to be mostly water. Not mostly, at least large part of it. So when it actually is over the model, it's less, and it only, most of the water will evaporate. So the paint will be thinner coverage. So that's why I thin my paints. It is one of the core tenets of miniature painting. Thin your damn paints. So we're gonna do that to cover this little red spot here. I might put too little paint on my brush, usually. Alright, we got that in. Oh no, I made a small mistake. I painted a tiny little black dot there. You can see that little black dot. Yikes. It's over. It's time to end the stream. No, I'm joking, obviously. But it sucks to make a little error. It's not fun. Oh, roll credits. True. I'm trying to think of how I want to... what I want to paint all the little intricacies on the gun here, right? These little lines here, these dots. Like I could paint like one of these black. Couldn't hurt to try. What did I paint? There's way too little paint. I think my paint's just really watery right now. It's more like a glaze consistency. Maybe this little piece here. Glazing. I mean, that's what it's called. So glazing is a technique in miniature painting where it is a very watered down paint. The fact that like you're gonna put it over a color and it's just gonna only very minimally affect the overall color. It's used for good for transitionary things. So it is called glazing because it is a glaze of paint. But this definitely got the color on. Right there, you can see. A little bit of spilling, but... But... I don't really know. I'm not sure if I really like how that came out. Oh yeah, so I need to do the backpack, clean up some backpack. Thank God I remembered. Cool. So up here, there's lots of things I want to clean up. There's so many different techniques to miniature painting that makes it so interesting to me. It's just super fun. It's a fun little thing to do. I've never really done artistic stuff before other than miniature painting, so everything is kind of like a new step for me. And I have a lot of fun with it. Maybe I shouldn't have put water with this, or maybe I put too much water, because this is overall, like, really watered down. Man, I'm starting to stress with this Unity because we ran out of the rest of the juice. Sorry, nothing I got you on interest. No worries. I mean, I moved across the country too. I'm like you. You know, I moved from the Maritimes over, and it can be stressful. And you know, I went it all alone. But you have people, you know, there. I think it'll be a lot easier for you than it was for me. I was fully alone. But honestly, I don't know what was wrong, but I was not that scared, even though I've always been nervous for stuff like this. Things just, it happened at the right time and what I wanted to do. So I think that even though it's just stressful now, when you actually come to it, yeah, it might be stressful in the moment. But it's going to feel good once you're there and you're starting. At least in my opinion. From my experience. My experience is not everybody's experience, so no worries. You're totally valid to feel the stress, and that's what I did too at the beginning. I do not handle stress well either. You're not alone in that. And it's very important to know that you're not alone. But hey, it's all gonna turn out well. Like, what is okay? You know what? I definitely know how it goes. One of my favorite, like, I'm not sure really coping, but things to like deal with stuff is I ask myself, I play a game with myself. It's like, what is the worst that could happen? What is genuinely the worst that could happen? What is the best thing that could happen? And what is the most likely thing to happen? The worst thing that happens for you is that, I don't know, there's like an issue. Maybe your plane is delayed. Or maybe there's like some issue with the apartment, right? It's not, when you think about it, it's not that bad. It's manageable. The best case scenario is that everything goes fucking amazing and you're happy. I know that's the technique mine also does make too, and it actually helps. It actually helps. But the most likely scenario is that things are just gonna turn out okay. And at least that's helpful for me to think about. Me too. I'm definitely a worst case scenario type of person as well. I've been trying to tell myself more like, but what's actually gonna happen, you know? And the worst case scenarios are often not as bad as you think they'd be. Hello, Remnant. How's it going, man? How have you been? French is difficult. Yeah, sorry to hear about your French class issue. Hopefully you should be able to solve that. But Remnant, yeah, it was my birthday yesterday. I was gonna stream, but life got the best of me. Remnant's just woken up. Well, I hope you have a good start of your day. But yeah, so just wanted to stream as like a late birthday celebration painting type thing. I think I'm gonna work on this here. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. just turned 21, which I don't know if I sound my age or not. I feel both old, but I also feel young. I know. Okay, we're gonna go grab some XV88 to do some highlights. 2 feet in the grave, very much so. But I don't know, I don't feel 21. It's weird to think about. Okay, put that up. Speak me banging the coffin. That is fucking 6 feet under for you. Okay, age is a weird thing. Age is a funny thing. Turning 33 in 3 weeks. Well, happy early birthday, man. You got a double number there, double digit number. Does not happen too often. Hope you have a good birthday, man. If you have anything planned up. Where's the morning brown? Here we go. Lots of birthdays in May, I'm noticing. I feel like that's a pretty common birthday. I feel like the most common birthday that I experienced in my life is like May, and I feel like May and March. May and March feel like really common birthdays. From people at least I know. It's usually in the earlier part of the year. 23 in June. Yeah, June is also a very popular birthday. Also, happy early birthday. It's pretty soon. Everybody's having soon birthdays. Okay. Just wanted to fix up some of the base coat here. Especially in the little pouch here. Da-da-da. What? Did my music stop? My golden birthday. Oh, is that what? I never. Wait, I just realized I never really knew that. Of that, I guess it's like the day of your month. What? What the fuck am I saying? No, it's the. You turn the day. What the fuck am I saying? You turn the age of the day of your birthday. There we go. That took way too long to get right. Holy shit. You turn the same age as the day you're born. Yeah, you said it perfectly. Ignore my incoherent ramblings. I said that in such a convoluted way compared to your concise putting. Been watching a lot more Warhammer YouTube shorts, and they're always so fire. People who make them are really, really good at it. Deadlifts for the Dark Gods, Astartes Anonymous, really good channels. 28. So June 28th is your birthday. Noted. But let's see if we can try to work on some highlights here. I want to try to do... This is just drawing right now. I should let it dry for a second. But I have some areas I can do that are not... That are dry, sorry. So I want to do highlights like that. You can see how subtle that is. There we go. Look at that, looking sharp, looking sharp. I think I ran out of paint on the brush. Oh, there's a little piece from when I got it off the sprue that interfered with the perfect line. Ah, it's so annoying. I don't really know a good method to get off like the little pieces that are left off from when you cut off the model from the sprue. Like, I don't really have a sandpaper. If anybody knows any good like ways to get those little pieces off, I'd love to hear it. Exacto knife, you could do that. Yeah. Usually people use like a sander. Like a sandpaper, but maybe I should just grab sandpaper, buy some. People use a hobby knife or there's like tools you can get, but I don't know. That, yeah. Okay, this is gonna be real difficult because of how small this is. Look how clean that is. Look at those highlights. Holy, kind of the goat. Sorry, just checking another brush. I'm seeing, do I want to use this brush? I'm like, nah. No, keep using this one. Yeah. Minecraft in-house I'm hosting tomorrow for my university esports club. That's gonna be fire. I really want this to be so perfect. I so wish I could take out the backpack like I have on my Infernus Marines. I'm trying to be so careful. There we go. Cool. Okay. I feel like I've I mean, I could try to do inner highlight, but I feel like that's so unnecessary when it already looks pretty damn good by itself. Maybe if I do that. That looks pretty good. I think that maybe clean it up a little bit, but you get the gist. By adding the highlight on the bottom, it'll look like it goes around the full way without having to do it around the full way. At least that is my intention to do it with this. Cool. Okay, I think... Ooh. I don't know. Is it cake time? Or is it metallic time? Metallic paint time? Not to consume. Either of them not to consume. Ideally, not to consume. I think it is metallic time and then cake time. So, metallics I want to use, I think I want to clean up the lead belcher, and I want to try to paint this lead belcher. Here, because this looks like it's supposed to be metallic, actually. But maybe not, maybe we'll just keep it there, because, you know, at least keep it like that. But I want to try to paint this. A little bit of cleanup we have to do here. I want to paint something around the barrel. Consume the metals. I don't know if I should consume the metals. I don't know, they could be yummy, though. It could be yummy. Okay. We'll grab lead belcher. And I think that's it. Okay, cool. Let's do lead belcher first. Lead belcher and brass scorpion. Yummy, yummy metals. My favorite. I'm like the Iron Giant. It's a go-to movie if you've never watched it. It'll make me smarter. Yes, we need more metal in the water. Or lead in the water. It's gonna make me his heart grew 5 times that day. Not because he was compassionate. I might have low-key just put oh my fucking god. I put metallic paint in my acrylic paint water. So now I have to go change out the acrylic paint water. Even though I have literally 2 buckets of paint water for exactly this reason, to keep them separated. Because I'm low-key an idiot. More lead in the water, it is true. I've yet to ever drink from my paint thing, because I keep them in a special, like, paint water vessel. So, it's not very easily grabbable. But it is supposed to be every painter's rite of passage to accidentally drink their acrylic water. But I'm not gonna drink acrylic water intentionally. It's not a good idea. Low-key, I also want to finish Silk Song. I've yet to finish Silk Song. To be honest, I rarely ever finish games. I play a game a lot and then I just never finish it. But this stream, come on, little. I fear that I would not have a second birthday stream if I just drank lead water. Blech. Cave to the peer pressure of drinking. I am resistant to your charms, your wit. Fuck. I made a mistake. I'm just gonna have to go over with black paint. There we go. If it's not just time, it's just a game. True. You did. What do you mean rolled not 20? Also nice. There you go. I think this is overall looking better. There's a streamer I really like. His name is Stans. And he recently became a dad. And he's like, I don't know, early 30s. And I really like the cut of his jib. Cut of his jive, whatever the word is. And I don't know. It makes me think like, damn. People have families. I don't know. You want to drink the paint, dude. My charisma says, ah, I see. I would if it didn't have metallic shards in it. I genuinely would right now if I didn't have metallic shards. If I'm just the acrylic paint, I at least would take a sip. I think so. But the metallic shards, that might be a little bit of a too much for me. I'm thinking of what I want to do the belt for. Do I want to make it the same color as these? Or do I want to make it silver? I'm not really sure. I want to paint on the inside here. But yeah, I don't want any of like actual health issues because of metallic shards. Even though it probably wouldn't be too bad. I think that is a reasonable thing. I think this is looking pretty good. You drink the metal? I don't know if you're kidding. The metal is different than the acrylic paint, though. I really need to bore this, but I don't have a drill. You should. That video game is very fun. I've seen I saw another streamer play it a while ago, and he was just making his entire store like a porn video store. It was really funny. You should. It's a good thing. But if you're gonna stream, be sure to tune in later. If you're still live when I'm live. That is very true. It is hard to find things to yap about. I need to read more books about the salamanders. I've never really read Warhammer books, to be fair. But I mean, just in general. So we can actually talk more about the salamander chapters. Salamander, not chapters, salamander chapter. Maybe there's successor chapters too in Warhammer 40k. Loki, I want to do like a Plants vs Zombie stream sometime. I feel like it would be fun. Yeah, so song definitely the after itself, but when you play games that you have to like do it for yourself, it becomes a lot harder. Maybe make this metallic. Ah, bot. We'll be using funky text. Gift him a sub. Be banned. I'm tired. I need to eat cake so I can wake up again. Loki, I need to start making like streaming way less of a big deal because I spent way too long. Oh, I want to stream. Oh, I want to stream. When I should just go fucking live. I should just go live. My plan, low-key, even though I want to keep painting, I'm tired as fuck, and I know it's been a super short stream, I might genuinely stop streaming, and, eat cake, play a game shortly, go to bed, wake up early, do some stuff in the morning, and then stream at, like, noon, or, like, 1. I might do that. Do some stuff. I feel like that'd be cool. Because I stream way too late, and I just want to do something early. So I think that right now, I kind of want to raid one of my favorite streamers. That's my thing too, just gotta do it, yeah. So I apologize for the super short stream. We're gonna raid someone. And I really appreciate you sticking around, thank you. It means a lot. Because I am quite a few hours ahead of you. But we're gonna raid Claymore Dev. He's doing game dev stuff. He's really cool. I really recommend that you follow him. He does really cool stuff. So thank you for everybody tuning in. I hope everybody has a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, guys. Bye-bye.